I'm Becky.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're doing Bickering book reviews. Today we are talking about Hello Girls, which I got off of Edelweiss.
Same.
So this book is about two friends, Winona and Lucille. And Winona's Olsen has the perfect life. Her dad is a famous weatherman. She lives in a perfect house. And she is an heiress to a cookie company, which in itself is awesome. But Winona's perfect life is a lie. Her father is emotionally and physically abusive, and her mother has disappeared, and they think she's dead. Her best friend, Lucille Price's family, is a mess, and has been ever since her father disappeared when Lucille was a baby. Lucille and Winona are best friends, and together they will embark on an adventure across the country to take back control of their lives and their destinies. So I found this book super frustrating and massively disliked it, but you...
I liked it. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought there was a lot of movement. I liked the relationship between the two main characters.
So the first 20% of the book sets up Lucille and Winona's lives, and it's very well written. It's beautifully written. The characters are very interesting, and particularly the little peeks into Winona's life with her father, I thought were just gorgeously done.
Yeah.
At 20% and through
and I actually kind of wish they would have explored that more.
Right? That's my problem. So 20% through the book, it basically becomes Thelma and Louise for teens. And I really don't like Thelma and Louise.
I actually don't know. I've never, it's a movie, right?
It's
I've
a movie.
Seen it.
Yeah, it's, there's a part where they meet a drifter in a bar, and I'm like, oh, look, Brad Pitt. Right there.
I didn't know he was in that.
That was his first big thing. He is the drifter in the bar who seduces one of them and steals all their money. Guess what happens in the book?
Hey, spoiler alert!
Well, if you've seen Thelma and Louise, you know what's going to happen.
Oh, I haven't.
And I actually took a women in film class in college where the professor, who is world-renowned and who's written books and who showed us part of a BBC documentary she was in, pointed out how Thelma and Louise is the least feminist movie and is actually kind of not about girl power at all. And I just kept thinking that. And I think 16-year-old me or 15-year-old me, if this was a movie, would have thought it was brilliant. But as an adult, it was a slog. And it's so disappointing because Brittany Cavallero's Scarlett Holmes books are some of my absolute favorite YA mysteries.
I don't really have any familiarity with either of the authors before this.
I've read one other of Emily Henry's book, and I kind of, was it The Girl Who Broke the World? I kind of liked that too. But you can see, they can write. Their writing is beautiful.
Yeah, because I think Lucille as a character stays strong throughout, and I think that's kind of where I was gravitating towards, because I really was interested in what she was saying all the way throughout. I think Winona was interesting in the first 20% of the book, and I certainly am interested to just kind of see how their lives play out before they hit the road. I think it was certainly, Winona she didn't do it for me as we continued on. And then, when you get to the twist, that's kind of where they lost me. And, the ending was just too, unbelievable.
Well, yeah, no, and it feels almost like they were trying to write a Tarantino movie. It actually feels a little bit like True Romance. I mean, it's obviously Thelma and Louise, but I could see that they were kind of borrowing from True Romance too, which is one of my favorite movies. You haven't seen that either, have you?
I'm like, that's a movie? I thought it was a genre of books.
Well, we'll make sure you watch that at some point.
I want to see the new Tarantino.
Yeah, I do too.
Anyway.
We'll figure that out. So, but there was no, the characters are, everything is, this level of, detached, over the top. And
I can see what you're saying, though. It does feel like a Tarantino where the characters are trying to school you on feminism, too.
Right. Which it didn't really work for me. And, I can see what they were trying to do. But, and like I said, I was so disappointed because I just finished listening to the Scarlett Holmes series because I think the last book came out about 6 months ago. And I was excited. I was like, this is it. I want to read this. And I started reading it and I was just like...
Which is funny because I didn't want to read this book at all. I saw it come across my Edelweiss feeds and I was like, no thanks. But I actually did enjoy it. And I think that there are quite a few readers that will kind of glom onto it because I think it moves quickly.
It does move quickly.
And it's got the Tarantino kind of fast punches.
And I can't really, it feels like their relationship is developed, but nothing else really feels developed. And they're not really developed outside of their relationship.
It's true.
So it just didn't work on. And honestly, if they had gone on a different adventure, if it hadn't straight up been Thelma and Louise, and like I said, now I'm seeing, like, thinking of it, there's a lot of true romance in there too. I don't know if that was purposeful or not. I might have liked it better, but I didn't enjoy it.
All right.
So we should just rate it.
Okay.
Rating system starts at 5 unicorns. We got to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it's a horse.
I mean, it's still 3 unicorns. Like, it wasn't overly developed. It was interesting, and it did keep me moving, but it wasn't anything beyond that.
I'm at 2.
So
I liked the first 20%, and the last 80%, I was like, oh yeah, see where this is going.
So basically, I need to watch more movies, and then I'll be jaded like
Maybe
you.
I need to stop watching movies.
Because that's what happened with the Roman holiday book that we read not too long ago.
Yes, that new Maureen Koo book is Roman Holiday.
And then what was the other one with the girls with sharp sticks?
That was Stepford Wives. That was Stepford Wives.
No, it was the Westworld book.
But that was in the description.
I was like, I don't even know what any of these things are.
But we digress. So that's where we are on Hello Girls.
So Becky knows too much pop culture is what we're learning here.
It's what I do.
So,
We'll
all right, see you around.
Bye.